Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Lots of between the Akron Rubberducks and the Binghamton Ponies. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Elvis Merced will be on the mound for Game 4. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, look, it hasn't been pretty. I mean, look at the ERA. He's struggled most of the season long. He's got to put together some good performances to drive that number down. But I think if he can attack hitters, get the ball down, keep it in the ballpark, he's got a chance to give his team a chance to win this game.
Into the box now, Bobby Thatcher. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. HR, we take a look at our home nine as they take the field here today. They continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Well, Matt, you talk about an uphill battle and bad timing. You're playing poorly, and you turn around on the schedule, and look who you're facing. You're facing their best pitcher. You're facing the ace. It's going to take a full team effort, and you're going to need a little luck in this one to win it.
Line to the right side, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Well, you get ahead of the leadoff batter 0-2. Then you give up a base hit 0-2. Not the way you draw it up. He's going to have to figure out a pitch to put guys away, or this will be a short outing for him.
Into the box, Sean Arojo, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Oh, and 2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
That's so difficult to hit. Hard fastball and a nasty curveball. You just have to sit on one or the other and hope he throws the one you're looking for.
Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, the second hitter hit the ball almost as hard as the first guy. So that's back-to-back hard contact for base hits. It looks like they came to swing it in this one.
Digging in, John Pitts. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. And he will make the play, and an important one it was, as those runners will have to hold now with 1 away. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. HR, how do they go about completing the sweep on the road?
Well, I think the key here is get runners on early and score as often as you can. Get that pitcher into stretch. Force the action, steal a base, hit and run. Force the defense to have to handle the ball. I don't care how good a defensive team you are, but when you continue having pressure on you, it just forces you to have to act and react to it.
Tough slider down low for a strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
As a manager, you never really want to put a man on by a hit by pitch, but you absolutely hate to have it happen when it loads the bases. Now the pitcher is looking a little shaky, and the threat of a big inning is very real.
Standing in, Connor Pitts. He comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s. First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
0-1, here it comes. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
I like the pitch right there, Matt. Bases loaded. You got to look for that strikeout right there. That's a nasty pitch for the hitter to lay off. And I'd come back with it again.
And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
One-0 count. Here it is. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. Runners may have thought about it, but they'll stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now 3-1.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
And a full count now, 3-2. (3-2) with the bases loaded. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Man, it's been an absolute nightmare start to the game, and the nightmare continues as he walks in a run here in the first. The wheels are not completely off the bus, but they're definitely wobbling. We'll see if he can limit the damage going forward.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. 2 out, bases loaded. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, right here, he's definitely worked himself into a very difficult situation. He's got the power hitter at the plate, and you got 2 balls. He's sitting there looking for his pitch to hit. You know he's zeroing in.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you can do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Rubberducks lead it 1-0. Jesse Pitts is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What's your take on him, H?
Well, what's impressed me looking at his numbers was left-handed hitters are hitting under 200 against him this season. So when he's looking for ways to get out of jams, he's hoping a lefty comes up because the numbers are struggling against him.
Luis Baroa is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Harold, you take a look at these guys as they get onto the field for the bottom of the 1st here this afternoon. They come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
Matt, they're on one of those hot streaks. I mean, everything is going right for them. They're playing great baseball right now. I mean, timely hitting, the bullpen's coming through, and it looks like they're rested. They're doing the things they need to do to really be a winning club right now.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
And a curveball that time that broke too low. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
Doug Beck is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. How do they get back into the win column here, Harold?
Well, Matt, they find themselves already down 1. The big thing here, realize you got a lot of game left. Just score 1 run. Try to get right back in the game, even it up, and play the whole 9 innings. You can't just play part of the game, play the whole game. Well, he hit that ball hard right there. I think he got a little bit lucky. If it's at somebody, probably a double play ball instead of a single.
Settling in now, Juan Maldonado. He brings a hit streak that currently sits at 6 games entering play. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he just misses with a curveball. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Pitts is there. 2 down. Stepping up now, J.J. Fagan, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First delivery to him on the way. There's a breaking ball over the outer half.
Matt, this is where I like this guy pitching. First and second, he's got 2 outs. He's got himself a little bit of a jam, but now he likes to paint the corners. Watch him fight himself out of this situation.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Well, that's back-to-back breaking balls. He's able to foul that one off. Will they come back with a third?
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Tell you what, he's got a good changeup, and I love throwing the changeup right there. You got 2 strikes on the hitter. That ball coming out of the hand looks so much like a fastball with the same release, and then it ends up being a changeup. I like the pitch.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The Rubberducks lead this one 1-0. Digging in, Rick Rubio. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Center fielder, Rick Rubio.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
A high fastball is in there. Ready on 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. The pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Maroa is after it, but he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
So he tried to double up with him on a curveball. The problem with that is the first one you recognize, the second one you hit. Nice job.
Wes Acho.
So coming to the plate, Wes Acho. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. No one out with a runner at second. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2. Oh-2 count. Here's the pitch. Way out in front as this is yanked foul into the seats in left. Here comes another 0-2. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. A runner at second, nobody out. And he lays off it to even the count. 2-2.
Man, this at bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that's a fair ball. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
The batter,
digging in
3.
for his second at bat, Bobby Thatcher.
Thatcher.
First pitch of the at bat on its way. In the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Line hard to the left side, but foul. Nobody out, runner on first. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2.
The struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches. You become a one-pitch pitcher. He needs to start to get those secondary pitches over really fast.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team, brought to you by Majestic. And these guys can really defend. All you got to do is look at the error column. They're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. They don't beat themselves very often. You're going to have to earn it to beat them.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a liner. Foul. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one's skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here. And when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys. And when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Fastball is outside. It's full now. 3-2. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Into the box now, John Pitts.
He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Curveball that time, not even close.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
And the 29th pitch of the inning is swung on and missed, and that'll finally end it. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. On now to the bottom of the second. The Rubberducks lead it 2-0. Stepping up to the plate, Mario Mendoza. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games.
Third baseman, Mario Mendoza.
Into the windup and the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. This is skied out toward right. Pitts is there. 1 away.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up defensively, courtesy of Majestic. This team can pick it, lead the league in fielding percentage, and there's a reason why they're winning games. Tough to get past them. They make all the plays.
Joaquin Vaccaro comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. Skied into very shallow right. Pitts will come in a bit and put it away for the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting 8th, catcher Brian Almanza.
Stepping in, Brian Almanza, and a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle of the order power guy. Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Taking all the way, it's 3-1 now. Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Ready for another chance? Sir Dudenstein Rixey. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Rixey.
First pitch on its way. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. Set to deliver on 2-1. Hit sharply on the ground. And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
Well, here we go again, Matt. He gives up a run in each of the first 2 innings, and now a leadoff single to lead off the third. Not a good sign.
Digging and again, Connor Pitts. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ball one.
Hey, we're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
And that's in there, 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And that one stayed up a little high.
3-1. This guy, whew, he's a good hitter. This is the kind of count gets him excited.
Swing and a miss as he went after the slider there, and that'll run the count full.
Well, he got away with one right there. He hung a slider to this guy in the middle of the order and got away with it. You're feeling good about yourself right now.
And the runner back in standing. A runner at first with no outs here. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. Standing in, Julio Carbajal. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. He's set. Here it comes. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with a slider. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Well, I like that, taking that strike right there. Look, he's already walked a couple guys early. He's not throwing the ball consistently in the zone. You have to be patient and make him work.
In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 2-1 on its way. Just a bit low, ball 3.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out. Striding in once again,
7,
Fred Dotson. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Dotson.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
Now, I tell you what, if I had a timeout and I went out there to talk to him, I'd say, look, we just got to minimize the damage. Bases loaded, no outs. We don't want them to blow the inning totally open.
And he lays off for ball 1.
Hey, 2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a hard liner. But this is a foul ball. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Oh, and a comebacker. This could be big. They get the force at the plate on to Morse, and it's a double play.
Now batting, center fielder Rick
Trying to pick
Rubio.
things up where he left off. Rick Rubio. And that misses inside 1-0.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
Down the third baseline. Second and third, 2 away. Hit back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that. So digging in now, Johnny Jacque. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Left fielder, Johnny Jacque.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
The difference maker in this outing than others is the two-seamer. He's doing whatever he wants to do with that ball. It's moving all over the place.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Boy, good bite on the slider, and it just missed inside. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
This guy's got a tremendous curveball. He just froze the hitter right there. Did you see that?
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there. And I've seen...
Ouch, that one hit him. Digging in now, Doug Beck.
Second baseman, Doug Beck.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1.
He's really showing me something right here, Matt. He hit the last batter, and the first pitch right here, boom, fastball on the inside half, coming right at him again. He's not fearful of anything.
Pitches a cold strike, the throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Look out, that one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Well, he came right back in there after he hit the previous batter. I like that. If you're going to work inside, you're going to hit a few guys, but you can't let that change your game plan.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Rubio is there, 2 gone. Here's Michael Morse now. A base hit in his first trip. He's set and the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
That looked like he was cheating for that fastball inside right there. Early swing, got out in front of that off-speed pitch. Clearly looking for a fastball.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. Working for the punch out and the offering. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Buck Farmer answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Number 45, Buck Farmer.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wes Acho. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Wes Acho.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
We are watching him reach back and just challenge it with the fastball. Now we got a 1-2 count, and that's 3 fastballs in a row.
And that misses 2-2.
Well, that was a classic strikeout pitch with the changeup down right there. He just missed. You know, he hit fastball, then came back with the changeup. I think he comes back with another fastball in. You got him guessing now for sure.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Digging in once again, Bobby Thatcher. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Oof, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Set to deliver the 0-1. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
I like that. Show him the curveball and then try to sneak that low 90s fastball by him. It's going to look faster coming off those breaking pitches.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting, second base.
Ready for another shot now. Sean Arojo. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off.
Ooh, that pitch was up and in. That's one of those pitcher's purpose pitches, right? Fastball, something hard up and in. Now he can go down and away if he'd like.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
Softly on a line to third. A leap here, but it ticks off his glove. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the 3rd out. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Rubberducks lead this one 2-0. Now to the plate, Juan Maldonado. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Right fielder, Juan Maldonado.
Into the windup and the pitch. Nope. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
Those first 2 pitches were pretty good pitches. I like where he was going, but now he's falling behind 2-0. He may have to lay one in there and challenge him a little bit.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, he's been throwing the ball pretty well so far, but right here, 3 balls to the leadoff guy to maybe get them a chance to get them going. He's just got to come back, make them swing the bat. I'd rather see him earn his way on the base by swinging the bat instead of a walk.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
7 games. Hey, that's 1 week of swinging bat pretty good. He's comfortable right now.
J.J.
Now at the plate, J.J. Fagan comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And a ball 1-0. One-0 count. Here it is. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
Strike called. 2-1.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Mario Mendoza will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Ready on 1-2. Soft liner to the right side. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Well, that's the 6th game he's hit in. He's swinging the bat pretty good now. That's a 6-game streak. You got to start somewhere. Pay attention, people. He's getting hot.
Digging in the switch hitter, Joaquin Vaccaro. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. First and second now, 1 man out. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. And this one's in the dirt. Runners may have thought about it, but they'll stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Now batting, catcher Brian
into the box
Almanza.
Now. Brian Almanza. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. He's set. Now the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Well, there's a first pitch strike. You know, only 50% of the pitches he's thrown first pitch this game have been for strikes. So I'm surprised that he's having as much success so far as he is.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
And a curveball drops in on 2-1. 2-2 now. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Ready once again, John
Leading off for
Pitts.
Akron,
He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
John Pitts.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
So striding forward now, Sir Dudenstein, Rixey. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. No one out with a runner at second. Two and two now.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Set to deal on 2-2. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2. Connor Pitts will be next. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close. So I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Ready now, Connor Pitts. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate. It's strike 1. From the belt, the pitch. That's in there, base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Standing in now, Julio Carbajal as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And the runner from third crosses the plate. And the stop sign will smartly go up at third as they hold the second runner, and they'll again be loaded with still nobody out.
Designated hitter, Fred Dotson.
In now, Fred Dotson as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. One and one. Here it comes. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. Home run number 2 for him on the year, as this lead swells to 7-0.
And that is why you just can't put yourself in a bases loaded situation. You've got nowhere to put the hitter, and he knows it. So he sets up, waiting to pounce, and that's exactly what he does. Jumping all over this thing for a grand slam.
Center fielder number 13, Rick Rubio.
Stepping in now, Rick Rubio, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball. 1-0. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ooh, and he finds his spot there. 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Ball 3. 3-2 now. To short. Vaccaro comes up with it. Throw on to first, and they're finally able to get on the board here. There's one away.
The catcher, number 8.
Striding into the box, Wes Acho, a hit in 2 tries so far. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. Line toward the gap in left center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Well, he tried to double up with him on fastball, showed him one, he got the next one, he measured the first one and timed the second one for the base hit.
Thatcher.
Into the box now, Bobby Thatcher, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here comes the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes.
Now
Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. The Rubberducks lead it 7-0. Coming to the plate now, Johnny Jacque comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And a neck-high fastball that time. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. Bouncer down the line. Pitts takes it in. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
The batter.
Show track is going to give us a better look at that play. You usually don't see third baseman show off a lot of range, but he certainly did there. And to complete the play, uncorked a good hard throw across to first for the out. Nice play all around from the hot corner. Standing in now, Luis Baroa, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Well, that'll get your head shaken at the plate. That's a pitch he hasn't used much in this game. Now he throws that for a strike, and you add that to the rest of his repertoire. Man, it's tough to cover them all.
Pitts moving to his left. 2 down.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Doug Beck. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First offering on its way. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Now here's the pitch. Look out, 2-0 now.
You know, pitching isn't always about throwing strikes. Sometimes you just need to make sure your opponent isn't too comfortable up there. And that's just what he did right there. Busted him inside with good hard stuff.
3-0 now. 3-0 pitch on its way. A high fastball is in there.
Well, I thought with 2 outs right there in that situation, he probably had the green light 3-0. Maybe he didn't get it where he wanted or get the pitch he's looking for, so he took it. But I think he's probably swinging here, too, 3-1.
And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
The first baseman, number
Stepping into the box, Michael Morse. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
I like that curveball right there. You know he's sitting fastball, and he wants to ambush one, jump it right out of the yard, and you drop the curveball on him. Got an 0-1 count.
I had him lunging there as he's just able to tap it foul at home plate.
2 outs, 2 strikes, and we're in the 5th inning, and he's got 1 pitch, I think, away from getting through 5 shutout innings. It's pretty impressive right now.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. A runner on first with 2 away. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Trying to pick things up where we left off, John Pitts. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Here's the pitch. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
Here he is, falling behind again, 2-0. This has been a big part of his struggles. You can't pitch from behind and in hitters' counts all the time.
Too high, and it's 3-0. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, first baseman, Sir Dudenstein.
Digging in to try it again,
Rixey.
Sir Dudenstein, Rixey. First pitch of the at-bat. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
Ball.
1-1, a fastball high. 2-1 now. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. Vaccaro fields it cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Connor Pitts.
Digging in and looking for more, Connor Pitts. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ball game. Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike 1.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
Looking at the first pitch for a strike, then takes a swing, and now you find yourself down 0-2. He's just got a battle. Spread out, get ready to swing at anything close, and make sure you don't get called out on a 3rd strike.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. On the ground to third. To his right, Mendoza. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So a good bounce back inning here after the 5-run outburst last time around. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Rubberducks lead this one 7-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Juan Maldonado. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Nope.
And he just misses with a curveball. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Now the pitch. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Hey, one of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
The payoff pitch one more time. And another foul ball. He'll try it again, 3-2. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
J.J. Fagan.
Digging in once again, J.J. Fagan. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Well, with the leadoff man getting on right there, Matt, they are falling so far behind. They have to capitalize. They have to get some runs to get back in this thing.
Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now.
Well, now it's a 1-2 count. He's throwing the same pitch 3 times in a row. He got ahead with it. Now let's see if he puts him away with it.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Got him. Fooled on the pitch as he swings at it in the dirt for strike 3.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Into the box, Mario Mendoza, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Not a surprise to see that low splitter there. Anything with downward movement like that is going to be at the top of the list in a double play situation.
And this is pulled hard but foul. Hope they brought their gloves for that one out there. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hit hard but foul toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Another one sent foul. Misses, ball 2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Hey, not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Heading out towards shallow right. Pitts is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Shortstop.
Ready once again, Joaquin Vaccaro. 0-for-2 here to start the afternoon. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Oh and 1 count, and the pitch. And a curveball that time that broke too low. 2 out with the man at first. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he misses again, ball 3.
This is one of those rare hitters counts we've seen in this game. They're just having a difficult time getting it going.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out. Ready for another shot now, Brian Almanza. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
Now here comes the skipper out of the third base dugout, and he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Darius Lindsay trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he misses with it, 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled back.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Hit to third. He's right there. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they let him off the hook here by scoring no runs despite the 2 walks. We're through 6 full. The Rubberducks lead it 7-0. Ray O'Connell comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Ray O'Connell.
Ready for another chance. Julio Carbajal. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Left fielder, Julio Carbajal.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
He's already got 2 walks in this game, and that ball right there, another ball. So we may see them kind of nibbling and pitching around him. He might be taking walks all game.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And that's in for a base hit, his second in his many trips to the plate. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
Fred Dotson is at the plate, and he checks his swing for ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And that's taken in near the line as the runner tags from second. The relay throw, but too late, and he's safe at third.
Now batting.
Striding in once again,
fielder,
Rick Rubio.
Rubio.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Maldonado moves over, makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
Now batting, Wes Acho. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1, here it comes. And this will be fouled away. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Rubberducks lead this one 8-0. Into the box now, Johnny Jacque. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Hit hard on the ground to second. And a rather easy first out.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Luis Berroa. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here. Ready now, Doug Beck. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Too low, 1-0. Runners on first with 1 down. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. Pitts is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The first baseman, number 38, Michael.
Here's Michael Morse now. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a high pop up, calling for it. Brixey makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. This one pretty well in the bag. 8th inning coming up. The Rubberducks lead it 8-0. So stepping in, Bobby Thatcher. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out. So a tremendous diving catch there, and our show track technology demonstrates to us that his route was really what made it happen. Pretty easy to see. He wouldn't have been able to make that play if it had not been for the angle he took to get to the ball. Sean Arrojo stands in as he looks at a called strike. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Third baseman, number 1, John.
So striding in, John Pitts. Mariano Santana will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Santana.
Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. In the air out toward right field. Maldonado shading to his right, and the inning is over. Mariano Santana is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. Now at the plate, Juan Maldonado. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. And he takes ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
Good hard sinker, but he lays off to even things at 2-2. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. J.J. Fagan will be next. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Arojo has it, and a good throw gets him one gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Digging in the switch hitter, J.J. Fagan, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. And this is low, ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Swinging a soft liner that gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
So here's another base runner after the single. The question, though, they've stranded 9 runners so far in this game. Can they capitalize this time?
Mendoza.
In now, Mario Mendoza. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Carbajal will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Stepping in, Joaquin Vaccaro. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Rubio is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Digging in, Sir Dudenstein Rixey. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Rixey.
Now a ball sprayed foul into the seats near third. The windup and the 0-1. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now and gone. Home run. Solo shot to right center. Number 14 on the season as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Connor Pitts is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that one stayed too low, apparently. No outs, nobody on. Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And they'll back him off a bit with a fastball in, but it's 3-1 now. Julio Carbajal will be next. Started that swing a bit too early. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4. Stepping up to the plate, Julio Carbajal. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. From the stretch. Hit in the air out to center field. Baroa has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Now in the box, Fred Dotson. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Runner at first here, 1 man out. This one's down to third. Reined in. To second for 1. On to Morse at first. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball. Coming to the plate now, Brian Almanza. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Hard hit ball to second. Arojo is there, and he's set down, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder Johnny.
Coming to the plate now, Johnny Jacque. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Running hard, he's digging for second. Arms pumping, he's hustling for third. The relay, and he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Well, we've been waiting for an opportunity like this since the game started. 1 out, and our first run is 90 feet away. The challenge now is to get him home.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Luis Maroa comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You can see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Has a look, now the pitch. Hit to short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Hey, they get the run there, but this late in the game with the lead in hand, you'll definitely trade an out for a run. That doesn't mean a whole lot.
Into the box now, Doug Beck. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
Slider taken for a called strike, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. Rubio is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Hey, and this will wind up being one of those kind of saves you used to see back in the 70s. I'll tell you, he was on fumes at the end there, but he found a way to get it done.
9-1 is the way this one ends. Jesse Pitts earns his 5th winner of the year. Elvis Merced worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
For the Rubberducks, 9 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For Binghamton, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 10 minutes.